Hi, I'm Shirella, and I have a question for you. Are you here right now? I once heard someone make a comment, and I wonder if they misspoke. What they said is, be where you are when you are there. And I thought, there where? What are they talking about? Is this grammar even correct? Be where you are when you are there? And then it started to make sense to me. This is about living in the present. So, okay, when I was growing up, my sisters and brothers and I would go on trips across the country, and we thought up all sorts of little songs to sing. And one of them was, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 life is but a dream. But then we started to take off the last word until you took away one word continually until you just got back to the beginning of the song. So the second time we sing it would be, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 life is but a. Then, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily, 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 life is. Wait, maybe it's but. And then you're down to where you are saying, row, row, row your boat gently down the stream, merrily. And then eventually, row, 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 row. And that's the end of the song. Make sense? So I'm going to say this sentence, and I want you to, it's kind of like the row, row, row your boat, but it's going to be a little different. I'm going to emphasize different words. So we have, are you here right now? So the first way I'm going to say it, are you here right now? Are you here in the present? Are you here? In the very moment that we are speaking, that you are watching this. Secondly, are you here right now? Or is there something bigger or someone bigger influencing you? And it's not really you. Your thoughts are all wrapped up in other people's business or what other people have said. Are you here right now? Thirdly, are you here? Are you here right now? Here meaning nowhere else. Do you like where you are right now? Are you recognizing where you are? Is this good or bad? Are you here right now? Are you here right now? Is this the right place for you to be? Is there anywhere else you'd rather be? Is this the right thing for you to be doing now? And then the last way I'm going to say this sentence, are you here right now? So are you always remembering that you are presently in the moment now? This now is what's happening now. And in the next second, it's going to be now. And this second right now is going to be passé. We're not in that past second. And right now, we're in the now. Get it? And so sometimes as I think, oh man, I need to do something with my life a little more, or I think, man, life is kind of overwhelming. I need to do some less things. I need to calm down. I'm thinking, what's happening right now? Sometimes right now is a stressful moment, and I acknowledge it for what it is. Sometimes right now is a boring moment, and I also acknowledge it for what it is. And as I live more in these emotions exactly as it is right now, it seems to balance out. Make sense? So when you are in the now, you might find yourself, if you're having a hard time staying in the now, which it is hard because our brains want to go to the future and to the past, but if you can breathe into the moment right now, that is a physical cue to be present, to be right here, right now. You can become more centering. When I think about centering, I think about just coming into the middle and what is here right in front of you right now. And are you aware of what's happening? If you're in la la land or in the past or whatever, you're not really aware of what's happening right in this moment. I find that as I live more in the now, I'm able to appreciate what's happening, even in a variety of emotions. So let's take pain. Right now, are you breathing? Let's say you have pain, headache, stomach ache, a bum knee, whatever. Are you able to accept what is happening right now? Breathing into that moment. Are you aware of what's happening right now? Are you making sense of and accepting the pain that you are experiencing right now? Try this with pain because it's kind of interesting to note how as you breathe into it and are aware of it and accept it, that you're able to not be so affected by it. They say that your mess is your message. So what is the message that your body is telling you through pain? How could this actually be a good thing that's happening to you when you're feeling pain? Are you here right now in the moment of pain? Sometimes I think this pain will never go away, which is living in the future. Or something or someone is at the root of my pain, which is living in the past. Or there's a reason for this disturbance emotionally, which could be probably the past. And as we have things that bother us from the past, that's usually having to do with anger or resentment. And if it's something that's dealing with the future, then that is fear and anxiety. And when we have a physical problem that's happening to us, say pain, that is generally from tenseness about the future or tenseness because of frustration or annoyance from the past. So can you see how if you are able to live in the moment right now, as your body lives right now in the present, it can't be so affected by the things that might happen, the worry and the anxiety about the future, or the things that already did happen because it's living right now. So if a body exists and lives right now, whatever is happening to it is an influence of the past or of the future. Its cause is from a different time than what you are living. Let's also take other emotions like joy. So are you living right now in joy? Are you here right now in joy? Is that right? Are you here? Is it you? And are you in the now, in the joy right now? As you concentrate on the joy right now, you'll find it expanding and becoming greater. How about sadness, let's say? Are you here right now in sadness? If you can be here, accepting what is, knowing that our experiences are for a reason, that sadness in the now actually doesn't hang around that long. Try it. The next time you are sad, just be with it in the moment. Just say, I'm here, I'm listening. What is your message? Let me hear. And pretty soon your brain starts to filter through it, and you're kind of just thinking through things, and pretty soon your brain's like, well, you don't have to be sad about that. And you're like, oh, actually, I don't need to. Right now, things are actually pretty good. Right now, in the present. Not the easiest thing to do, but I find that when you do live in the now, in the present, emotions as they are, pain as it is, joy as it is, you find yourself really living. So be where you are when you are there. Can you do that? And a last thought, your imagination, I believe, can be in the now. So let's say you're sitting there in a puddle of mud and you wish you were flying through the clouds and as free as an eagle, not stuck in the mud. You can be in that mud puddle in your imagination in the present and feeling like you're free because the imagination can take you there. Imagination is another way of saying that we work by faith. Can you have the faith that even though you're sitting in a puddle, can you have the imagination in the now, right now, that you're somewhere else? I believe that's not cheating. I believe that's a good use of faith, that God gave us our brain to be able to imagine something more than what we have, even in the now. And you can open your eyes and say, I'm in the puddle of mud, and I imagine I can be somewhere else. And it's kind of like you're coexisting. And you can appreciate what the mud does for you for teaching you how it feels when you are free from it, flying through the clouds in the sky and loving it. So go row, row, row your boat. Well, if you like to talk about self-help things and about living presently and about better health through the way that you eat and the way you move your body, I have a program that you might just love. And this is a 91-day app-based program that is online, and it can help you to be your very best self. So go to www.honeydewhealthin91.com.